Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. In this episode, we're going to continue the series season type thingamajig that I'm doing, where I do the medium reverse stages. Not sure why that intro was so complicated, but anyways, so now we go to Space Truckin. And I remember the last time I was here, I commented on the order of the planets, and I got something wrong for some reason, and I don't remember what it was. But I'm pretty sure it's Mercury, Mars, Earth, Venus. Actually, no, I think it was Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto? I might have missed something. I think that was it. Anyways, so for this track, I'm going to start off with the Buccaneer, because there's a lot of water on the Earth, which is pretty useful to place Buccaneers and all that. And then, this little moon that I'm actually going to place it now. You can place a few towers, but I just like putting the sniper there. And now I've already kind of regretted that decision, just because I don't know. I don't know why I already regret that decision, but oh well. Let's see. So as you can see, the track goes around, behind a planet, around the other planet, and then behind it, and all this spinny, circular, loop-type movements, I guess. So it can be a little bit difficult because of the times that the balloons go behind the walls and you can't attack them. But there's plenty of time for them actually on screen where you can defeat them. And I don't think you can place anything out in space. I think you can only place things on the planet. So yeah, you can only build things on the planets. And of course the water actually acts as water and all that. And then you can't place anything on the sun, which is kind of lame. It'd be cool if you could do something with the sun. Like, using the super monkey as the sun god monkey temple thing. If that could actually do something with the sun. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm assuming people have tried that and it doesn't work, so yeah. Alright. So my headphones are messing up, so it's distracting me. Just because one of the cords is loose, so occasionally I only get sound out of one ear. Which has nothing to do with, your viewing experience, but it just distracted me. So, anyways, alright. Next, I'm just gonna go for the destroyer. I wish there was already money spent on the sniper monkey so I could sell it to get the destroyer, because I'm getting impatient. But alright. What else to talk about? I really should have thought about what to talk about before starting this episode, because it's a pretty simple level. The Buccaneer has a pretty good range, covering 2.5 planets, pretty much. And then having that sort of circular path helps with the grape shot because of that spread. So that's nice. And then the sniper monkey is always just a nice little extra boost, I guess, a little support for the higher layer balloons, just to help bring it down so that the Buccaneer can actually pop them easier. So yeah, this is where it just gets boring, and you're not really spending any money, and you're popping everything pretty easily, which is why it would have been nice to have some sort of auto-send wave feature, where it'll just automatically send the next wave when you've popped the last balloon from the wave, or even just once the last balloon has been sent, just wait like a second or two and then send the next balloon, or next wave. That would have been pretty cool. But obviously that's not what happened. And also I was just realizing that I probably should have put down a banana farm, because that would have been helpful, but I don't think I'll need it, because the destroyer is pretty good, and whenever there's a track with water on it, and whenever I use the destroyer, then that pretty much works as my super monkey. So I really don't need a super monkey, even though now that I say it, I probably kind of want one, just to just to have their awesomeness in my arsenal. So yeah, should be getting the destroyer soon. It's almost at 2,000 and blah blah. Alright. I always picture the planets differently. Like, if this is Mercury, I always picture it more red and brown and kind of like this one. But, alright. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so now we got the destroyer. Now that's pretty awesome, because it has camo detection and lead busting power, plus super fast attack rate, which combined is pretty awesome. And now I'm just going to work on the sniper monkey, because he should be good against the higher level Moab, or not higher level Moab, higher level Bloons, and he also can get camo detection. I'll probably give it to him. But right now he's just going to be focused more on multi-layer poppage, which doesn't really mean much. Alright, let's see. Really should have thought about my plan for this stage a little bit more. I was thinking of using some glaive ricochet, because that's what I used the first time I was here. And also, totally random side note, I started watching a couple of my older videos, like especially the first Bloons video that I did, and I was really boring. Like, I had no energy, and I'm probably not much better, but it's just amazing that at least some of you actually kept watching that. So, yeah, thank you very much. Alright. So now I'm just getting on to the lead, but all of these towers can pop lead pretty easily. Let's see. Also, there was this like clan challenge on the Ninja Kiwi website for Bloons, and well, the whole point, or the whole thing about the whole clan challenge is that when you're on the website, you have your own clan, or like, I wouldn't really say like a guild, but something similar, I guess, to a guild, where you're just sort of separated into different factions, and it doesn't really mean that much. It's just that when you gain awesome, is what they call, like, sort of like, I guess, a currency. Not really a currency, I don't think you actually buy anything with it. Anyways, when they have these challenges. For this week it was popping ZOMGs, the Moab class above the BFB, and it was pretty interesting just seeing how many people could actually pop through them and all that. And I had already like saved my game at round 85 with like 20 technological terrors, which totally destroyed the ZOMG, which is pretty awesome. But then after a while, because I was also just getting a whole bunch of money, I eventually just started placing a whole bunch of snipers, and I seriously had like 40 or 50 snipers. About 20 or 30 of them were the Cripple Moab snipers, and then the other like 30 or 40 were the rapid fire semi-assault rifle. And I thought that was a pretty good setup. It could destroy an entire Moab, like, with each shot, which was pretty awesome. But then, because by the time I was like at round 101, there was so many ZOMGs and Moabs and BFBs and everything, even if they could destroy a single Moab, or even pop a BFB with one shot, there was still just so many that it couldn't keep up. So it was pretty interesting. You'll need like an entire screen full of snipers to be able to really get on with the rest of the game, which is pretty interesting. And again, I keep forgetting about sandbox mode to do a sandbox special episode, because I do want to show off the snipers, because they are pretty awesome, and I do want to see like how many it would really take to pop a ZOMG or something, because it really would take quite a bit. And I think the semi-automatic rifle monkey is actually better in terms of like layers per second, rather than the what's it called, 0.50, or that's 0.50, the 0.70, what was it? Deadly Precision, that's what it's called, because that one does 18 layers per shot, and this one is 3 times as fast with 7 layers. So that's 3 extra layers, I guess, per shot, I guess you could say. So I think that's pretty awesome. And the problem though is that because it doesn't shoot through as many layers, when you get through ceramics or rainbows or even Moabs, it usually leaves a big clumped together amount of balloons. So it's really hard for the snipers to get through. But if you have the destroyer or any other kind of like glaive ricochet or something, then those are good complements to the sniper, because they can get those large clumps pretty easily. And the bomb tower, it is pretty good against you know, clumps, but it doesn't have like an infinite pierce. Like if there's too many close together, then the bombs won't actually pierce through them, which is pretty interesting. Alright, so the Moab is going to be coming up soon. I'm actually going to use the Moab Assassin ability. I don't remember if I've used it or not, but I will now. And that cost a whole bunch of money. Oh man, that's really expensive. Alright, and there's that noise. Actually, in that case, I'm going to sell it and move it farther away so that it doesn't actually shoot anything, which means I don't really need to upgrade that side. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done it before. I just don't remember when. Alright, so around 45. Just a bunch of boring pink balloons. Yeah. Just give it a little more sniper power. And probably not going to have enough for that. Alright. Now let's just make this round go quicker. Yay! Alright, that was actually pretty fast. That's pretty awesome. Just being able to destroy the Moab like that. And you know what? I'm only going to use it that one time. I don't really want to use the Moab Mauler very often, and I realized that looked like there was a lot of balloons just kind of getting through. But let's see. I'm gonna try to put at least one more destroyer somewhere, just randomly clicking. I don't think I can fit another one. Oh well. Alright, so now I'm gonna place more snipers. Why? Because I don't know. I just enjoy the snipers, even though they're not always the best idea. Like right now, they're probably not the best idea. But oh well, having 3 destroyers and 3 snipers should be interesting. Especially because right now they're just popping through everything that's coming in one shot. Until then, of course. And they always reduce the rainbow balloons down to a bunch of red balloons, and then the ceramic balloons down to some yellow balloons, I think. So that's interesting. Specifically because they're targeting strongest, or at least some of them are. It just means that they're, well, I don't know. Because I guess when they're shooting, like, not exactly at the same time, there's sort of a delay. And actually, hold on. Let me give that glaive ricochet, so that whenever there's a long stream of balloons that start to get through, the glaive ricochet can just ricochet right through them to help out with the popping power. Well, actually, I should move that. Let's see. And I'm sure they'll get rid of it soon enough. There. Alright, that's better. And now I can get that. And I'll keep them on strongest. That way they're focusing more on the Moab, and then focusing more on ceramics and rainbows when they appear. See, the glaive ricochet, it's not really that necessary right now because I have all these destroyers, but it's pretty awesome, you know, if there wasn't any destroyers. Which of course now that makes me want to sell these and one, get them better. Just to see, especially when there's a long stream, just to watch the glaive ricochet just tear through it. It's pretty awesome. And I do have a video, or yeah, I guess it's a video, of the sandbox special where I used all the glaive ricochet. Well, I only used like 2, but then just the long stream of balloons that the glaive ricochet just totally destroyed. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so anyways, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I really should have planned this out a little bit more before I started recording, but oh well. Okay, so probably just gonna get this one more sniper, and then work on getting another glaive ricochet or 2, because glaive ricochet is really useful when you have multiple, just to get through more layers at a time, because while one is pretty awesome, especially with regrow balloons, occasionally it doesn't always do the job. So yeah. And I just remembered that I have double Ranga, so they're actually throwing out 2 glaives at a time. At least they should be. I haven't really been paying attention to that. Yeah, they're throwing out 2. So that's 4 layers just getting shredded through. I still think that's really awesome. Alright, and set that to strongest. Set that to strongest. Alright. And I don't really know what else I'm going to do with this. I mean, I guess I could sell these if I'm going to get the Glaive Lord, because I still need them for camo detection. So I'm sure there's going to be more camo balloons that will probably get through my defenses if I'm just using the snipers as my camo detection. So yeah. I'm pretty confident that this will take out the BFB. 5 snipers, so that's 7, 35, it's 35 layers per shot, and they shoot pretty quick. I still wish I had like a, I'm sure there's something online where they let you know like how many shots per second it actually has, or something. And alright, so this ice tower isn't really going to be that effective, because it's not going to be near very many of the balloons, but if they do get to this point over here, by I'm guessing Mercury, then having that Arctic wind viral frost is actually pretty useful. And actually, I think its range is actually slowing down the balloons right there. That's pretty interesting. I didn't think that it would have that much of a range, because that's a really far stretch just for that range. That's interesting. Oh well. It's just a little extra boost, I guess, or extra safety net, which means I probably should put down a spectry for my safety net, but oh well. And I didn't need a silly banana farm. That's ridiculous. And actually, yeah, this is probably a bad idea. Yep. But let's see. There we go. See, now I don't need any more help, because now everything's got camo detection, faster attack rate, and more range, and yep, that's in the range too. So now it's slowing it down even more. That's just pretty much all around awesome. And this is the stage where there's a bunch of ceramics, but my 6-layer tear through is doing pretty good, destroying that. Alright. This was a pretty boring episode. Everything went pretty well, didn't lose any lives. And of course, as I say that, there's a whole bunch of BFBs, so that could be dangerous, but nope, not with the glaive ricochet. And with the snipers also helping destroy everything. So that's nice. And now, round 65, it always starts off with, I think, rainbow balloons for a while, or maybe some zebras, and then it turns into some ceramics, which, right now, there's probably a bunch of ceramics. Or maybe no, that's probably when the rainbow balloons come in. And then the glaive... Actually, wow, that was interesting, that it stopped. Huh. I'm not exactly sure why that happened. Maybe the snipers popped the balloon that the glaives were ricocheting off of, or something? I don't know. That was interesting. And now they're all shooting the BFBs because they're the strongest, and now they're focusing on the Moabs, which could be pretty dangerous, but I'm fairly confident that my ice tower will help save the day. And now my glaive ricochet won't be able to help out with that, but see, it's a good thing I put that ice tower there, because now that just slows it down and pops in sometimes, and alright. So that was easy. Didn't lose any lives, very nice. And let's see, 1,538. Just need one more, maybe 2 more levels. Alright. So that's it for this episode. Sorry it was so boring, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.